você gostar da minha historinha, faz um favor, curte o vídeo e se inscreva no canal. E boas fábulas!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are so glad you're here to join us for another deep dive into the mysteries of the universe and the human spirit. If you love stories that blend science with a touch of magic, please make sure to hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and keep creating content like this for you. Today, we are exploring a peculiar and beautiful concept: the boy who traded his sneezes for shooting stars. At first glance, it sounds like a children's fairy tale, a whimsical story meant to explain away the hay fever of a young protagonist named Leo. But as we look closer at the mechanics of this trade, we find a profound meditation on the connection between the microscopic and the macroscopic, between our physical burdens and the glory of the heavens. Leo lived in a valley where the seasons were dictated by the bloom of the star lily, a flower so potent with pollen that the air felt thick with gold. For Leo, this was a curse. While others played in the fields, Leo struggled with a perpetual tickle in his nose. However, Leo noticed something that no one else did. Every time he let out a powerful, unrestrained sneeze, a streak of light would pierce the night sky above the valley. One sneeze, one shooting star. Two sneezes, a meteor shower. This brings us to an interesting scientific parallel. Did you know that every day, Earth is bombarded by about 100 tons of dust and sand-sized particles from space? When these particles hit our atmosphere at high speeds, they burn up, creating the beautiful streaks of light we call shooting stars or meteors. In our story, Leo's sneezes aren't just expelling irritants, they're expelling potential. Every time we sneeze, we are performing a violent, necessary biological function. We are clearing our systems of things that don't belong. In Leo's world, that discarded material didn't just fall to the floor. It was recycled by the laws of his reality into celestial events. Think about the chemistry for a moment. We are, quite literally, made of stardust. The carbon in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, and the iron in our blood were all forged in the hearts of dying stars billions of years ago. When Leo sneezes, he is returning a tiny fraction of that cosmic heritage back to the sky. It is a trade of comfort for beauty. He suffers the momentary irritation of the sneeze, and in exchange, the world receives a moment of awe. But there is a deeper philosophical layer here. Many of us view our flaws, our illnesses, or our daily annoyances as wasted energy. We see a sneeze as a nuisance, a cough as a setback, or a tear as a sign of weakness. But what if our waste is exactly what the universe needs to stay bright? In the story of the boy who traded his sneezes, we are reminded that nothing is truly lost in the closed system of existence. Our struggles can be the catalyst for someone else's wonder. As Leo grew older, he stopped fighting the lilies. He realized that his sneezes were a form of communication. He began to time his walks through the valley with the darkest nights of the lunar cycle. He knew that when the moon was hidden, his shooting stars would shine the brightest. He became a silent guardian of the night, a cosmic architect who used his own physical reactions to decorate the void. This narrative also touches on the concept of entropy. In physics, entropy is the measure of disorder in a system. Usually, we think of things breaking down and becoming less useful. But Leo's sneezing is an act of organized chaos. He takes the disorder of his hay fever and projects it into a display of mathematical precision and beauty. It's a reminder that even when we feel at our most disordered, we are part of a larger, magnificent structure. The boy who traded his sneezes for shooting stars eventually became a legend in his valley. People would travel from miles away just to sit in the dark and wait for Leo to walk through the lilies. They didn't know the source of the lights, but they knew that when the air was most fragrant, the sky was most alive. What can we learn from Leo? Perhaps it is that our greatest irritations might hold the key to our greatest contributions. We all have sneezes, small, repetitive, annoying parts of our lives that we wish we could eliminate. But maybe, if we look at them through a different lens, we can find a way to trade them for something spectacular. Thank you so much for watching this exploration of the cosmic and the personal. We hope this story gives you a new perspective the next time you feel a bit under the weather or overwhelmed by the small things. If you found this video inspiring or thought-provoking, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we release our next journey into the wonders of our world and beyond. Keep looking at the stars, and we will see you in the next video.